Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. I'm so happy to see you. My name is Susie Emi. I'm a Nigerian food and lifestyle blogger and I live in Lagos, Nigeria. So make sure you click the subscribe button because I make videos at least 2 to 3 times a week. So when you subscribe, you get access to all my videos and I really want you to be my friend. I want you to be a part of this lovely space I'm building because I feel like my YouTube channel is a space for all my friends to be in, and we are all like-minded people and we learn from each other. So make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you get notifications and click that bell icon. There's one bell icon there. Make sure you click it. That's the reason why you don't get an alert when I upload the video if you don't. So click that bell icon below. Today I'm going to be talking about how to save money, practical ways to save money that I have been using that applies to my life in Nigeria. So some of it might not apply to you, but you can kind of get an idea what I'm talking about. We're going to be thinking of ways to save money because when you have savings, you always have peace of mind. When you have savings, you always have something to fall back on, and it's never really good to spend all you earn as you earn and not have anything in the bank or anything saved somewhere that you can fall back on. So today I'm going to be giving you practical tips on how to save money, and if you have tips, please share with me. So my first tip for saving money is to set a goal. When you don't have a goal, there is no motivation to save money. So you can set an amount like, oh, maybe I want to save 2 million naira at the end of the year, or maybe I want to go on a trip at the end of the year. This is what is going to ginger you to save that money, because when you have that amount in your head, you can then break it down and be like, okay, if I want to save 2 million naira at the end of the year, I need to save at least 1,000 naira every day or every week. And then you calculate how hard you need to work or how less you need to spend to hit your target of 2 million naira a year savings. So this is what I've been doing lately, trying to save money for whatever thing I want at the end of the year, which could be maybe a car or anything else I like, maybe a trip. So yes, it's always good to have something to motivate you to actually save money, because if you're just saving randomly, the thing is you're going to save on some days and on some days you're going to be like, let's just spend this money. Why are we saving it now? Why are we saving So for me, the first tip for saving money is to eat at home, because I'm such a foodie. I like food so much, and when I go out, most of the time I eat out. I'm not even going to lie about that. But I've discovered that the 1,500 I spend on a meal, 1,500 naira in a day on a meal, and if I eat out 4 times a week, that's over 5,000 naira. That amount, I can actually save it. Instead of eating out, eat at home. After all, there's always rice at home, and after all, I can cook some of these meals that I eat out. So it's just laziness or lack of planning that makes me eat out most of the time. So calculate it. For savings, the thing is, you think these amounts are little, this 1,500 naira on shawarma, 1,500 on Chapman, you think it's not a lot of money. When you calculate how many times in a week you spend that amount and how many times that comes up to a month, and then in a year you see you saved or you're spending a lot of money. When it comes to food also, because since I started with food, I will just go on with food, is to buy in bulk. Always go to the market and buy in bulk. It saves you stress and it saves you money. And then another way to save that money is to come home and meal prep. When you meal prep for the week, it avoids you going out to work and spending extra money on your lunchtime buying fast food. Fast food is a fast way to spend your money that you could be saving. So make sure you buy in bulk. First of all, make sure you eat at home. Another thing, buy in bulk, and then meal prep. That's 3 ways to save money, because when you meal prep, you prepare the meals for most of the week, like lunch, dinner, and if possible breakfast. You will find that it's easier to just carry your food from home and microwave at work than taking no food to work and then having to go to fast foods. Save your money. So another way you can save money is to check your internet and your TV subscriptions. As for me, I don't watch TV all the time. I only watch a few programs, and YouTube is my TV. So you need to check, do you really need all the full options when it comes to your TV subscription? You probably do not need it. So make sure you not unsubscribe, but reduce the package that you have. Also for internet, right now I use I spend how much on internet? I want 19,800 per month on internet. Actually, I spend more, but that's my basic that I spend on the internet, and I need it, so I spend that much. But if I wasn't working as a YouTuber or as a blogger and I don't use the internet that much, then I won't be spending that amount of money. So make sure you always check before you pay for these things. Do I really need this much data that I'm consuming? You go to work, you work 9 to 5, before you get home, who is watching the TV the time you're at work? Really, who's watching it? So this is a way for you to save money. Yeah. After all the weddings last year, I was like, do you know what? I'm saying no to Ashwebi. I am saying no to bridal showers. But it's not my fault some of my friends decided to get married this year. And I've already spent money on Ashwebi and bridal showers. And more are going to get married. But the thing is, I'm going to reduce how much I spend on Ashwebi. I think I had about 6 weddings last year. And for each wedding, I spent no less than 25,000. Think about 25,000 times 6 people. That's the minimum I can say I spent. 25,000 times 6 people. That's about 150,000 naira that I could have saved. You don't need to buy Ashwebi for every event. And I know for girls, it's difficult to say, oh, I don't want to buy your Ashwebi because it will look like you don't have money. But really, do you really need to be spending that money? You can always ask your friend, can I wear the color instead of buying this Ashwebi? Especially if I have the color that you're calling for the Ashwebi. And we all know that sometimes Ashwebi is a way for some brides to make money. So this is fabric you can get for 10,000 naira and they'll sell it to you for 30,000 naira, 50,000 naira. So think about it. Do I really need to spend this much on Ashwebi? Is everybody my best friend? I feel like Ashwebi is a personal thing. Like, it depends on the personal relationship you have with the person. So if we're not so close, well, we're not going to be doing Ashwebi, because Ashwebi is not cheap. When you think about how much you spend on Ashwebi in a year for women, that is a lot of savings. So always review your Ashwebi situationship. So I know sometimes when you go for an event and you're not wearing the Ashwebi, it can make you feel bad. You need to get over that because you have a goal. You're trying to save some money. This one always works for me. Drop your ATM card at home and go about with cash. There was a time, was it 2 weeks ago? I went somewhere and I was waiting for someone. I did not go and buy anything. I just went there to go and wait for somebody. And my eyes just caught an item in a store, a shoe. And I bought that shoe on impulse. My goodness. I bought the shoe. I don't regret buying the shoe. Well, should I have bought the shoe? No, I didn't need the shoe. I just desired it and wanted it and liked it. So when you go about with cash, you say no to impulse shopping, especially if you're someone like me that you just see something, fall in love, and you pay for it. With your card, it's just easy to swipe, 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 swipe. But when you're counting that 30,000 naira, you know, when they say, madam, this dress is 15K, and you're counting 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, you are already sweating, thinking, 12,000 for this dress, I'll be 15K. Do I really need it? And you're like, you know what? I will come back later. Let me think about this purchase very, very well. So it's always good to carry cash with you than to go about with your ATM card, because if you're an impulse shopper, you will spend a lot of money, and it's just easy to swipe, 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 swipe. See, sometimes you need to jump and pass supermarkets. Supermarkets are convenience shopping. Like, it's for convenient shopping. You just go there, pick what you need, and you pay. But I realized in the past weeks or months, actually, because I complained about this on Twitter, I'm like, I went into the supermarket, I bought only 10 items, and I have a 20K bill. Why? And sometimes you're already at the till and you don't really want to be returning things when there's a queue behind you. So you just swallow saliva and you walk out with your purchase. But I think we should actually start going local, because there are some things you buy at the supermarket and there are some things you can still find in your local market that will be cheaper than when you get it at a supermarket. For example, I used to buy tin tomatoes from a supermarket. Right now I've stopped. Ever since I went to the market and I discovered that tin tomatoes I used to buy for 250 naira, I bought about 3 for 500 naira in the market. The same tin tomatoes. And I was like, this doesn't make sense. Even if it's 250 naira I save every time I buy tin tomatoes, that is a lot of money, because 250 naira times maybe 10 times I buy tin tomatoes, and I use tin tomatoes for jollof. So, and we eat jollof at least every 3 days in my house. So do you know how much I will be saving on just buying tin tomatoes from my local market? You need to jump and pass supermarket and start going to your local market. right now. The thing with supermarkets is they're convenient and they're easy, and all you do is swipe your card. You know, in the local market you can't swipe card, you have to pay in cash, and you have opportunity to bargain. Madam, this tomatoes is too expensive, 500 naira bag, can we do two 700, that kind of thing. You can bargain. But in supermarkets is cash and carry, so it's always more money saving to go to your local market, because every 10 naira might sound small to you, but every 10 naira you save can amount, let's say 10 naira, you save 10 naira in a day times 365 days in a year. I don't know how much that is because my math is very bad, but I will put it on the screen. You would have saved a lot of money. Reduce your turn up. You don't have to turn up every time. Sometimes turn down. Sometimes when I turn up, I always turn up to go to somewhere where there's food. So I spend money on buying maybe shawarma. I spend money on buying Chapman. And sometimes you don't take just one Chapman. Who takes just one Chapman? You take Chapman and you have a refill, and that's like 3,000 naira. And sometimes you go and see a movie, you buy popcorn. Turning up is not cheap, man. And sometimes you have to say no. Can I turn down today, sit in your house and watch YouTube and relax? Because every time you go out, you're spending money not just on the food you consume, but on entertainment and on just transportation even to this place. Do you understand? So you need to think of different ways you can be saving money. Think about if you turn up 5 times a month, how much is that? Calculate your turn up, because we have different pockets. For some people, their turn up is like 100,000 naira they turn up for, and for some people their turn up is 5,000 naira. So think about it. Do you really need to turn up? Can't all of you come to my house? I will make jollof rice and we will watch TV, or we will crack jokes and gist. If you're trying to save money, you should be thinking in terms of, not going out, not turning up. I know some people will be like, yeah, we don't be a cheapskate, but I have been doing my hair by myself, DIY. And that's after the last time I went to the salon. I don't know if I vlogged about it, but the last time I went to the salon, the bill I was given was 15,000 naira. Why is it 15,000 naira? What did you do? What did you do? But they wrote it there. Detangling, this, washing, this amount. Oh, doing this, weaving it. Oh, stretching the hair, whatever. They had the list of things they did, and everything came to almost 20,000 naira. And I just didn't want to embarrass myself, so I just carried the bill and paid like a big girl. And when I did, I was like, do you know what? I'm going to start watching more YouTube videos on how to take care of my natural hair. Because imagine if I had to go to the salon 3 times a month or just 2 times a month, and I didn't do any special style. Oh. I just weave DD that I can wear a wig on top. I didn't do any special style, and it cost me 20,000 naira. So if I was doing style, oh, how much will I pay, auntie? So imagine if I had to do that 2 times a month. That's almost 40,000 naira in a month. How much is somebody's salary that you spend that amount on hair? So sometimes you have to learn to DIY, invest in wigs, so that you don't have to spend a lot of money on your hair and on your beauty in general. Because women, yes, we need to look beautiful, but think about ways you can save cost on things like this. Transportation is another way people spend a lot of money, especially when you have like a 9 to 5, when you go to work every day. When I used to do a 9 to 5, I had friends that we used to ride together in my car, and sometimes they used to buy fuel for my car. A lot of the times they used to buy fuel, and it doesn't make sense. We live in the same neighborhood and we work in the same neighborhood, and then all of us enter our individual cars and start driving. This is what causes Lagos traffic. All of you should be riding together, but no, people want to drive their own car to work. Let me tell you something, you'll be saving a lot of money if you look for someone in your neighborhood that you can hitch a ride with, and make sure you are always generous by paying for fuel. It will not be good if you're hitching a ride with someone all the time and you're not offering any compensation, like you're not driving the car and you're not fueling the car. What are you doing? Another way to save money is to embrace minimalism. This is something I spoke about one time. I was like, can I be a minimalist? I don't know if I can be 100% minimalist, because the kind of minimalists I see on YouTube and Pinterest, all they like is black, white, gray, few colors. Like, I don't even see color. The only color they allow is plants, green. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm 100% for minimalism, but I love the idea of it. The fact that you only get or purchase what you need. Most of the time when you look at your house, you have a bunch of stuff you don't need, and your house is filled with items, clogged up. There's no space in your house. Sometimes all these things we buy, we don't need it. You don't need 10 pairs of black shoes. You don't need 20 pairs of red shoes. Right now, how many shoes do I have? I think I have only three pairs of shoes that I can actually wear. And I find that I don't need to buy all the colors of all the shoes or buy expensive shoes. Just buy things that you really need, things that will serve you, and things that make sense. Because if you're an impulsive shopper, then minimalism will be hard for you. But the truth about minimalism, it helps you save money. And when people know you're a minimalist, they're like, the reason why she doesn't have a very full house is because she's a minimalist. It makes sense. That lifestyle is less expensive. Not a lot of people can do it, but when you do it, the benefits are immense. Another way you can save money is if you go to the gym. Maybe you don't go all the time, but you paid for the full gym membership and you go maybe once a week. My sister, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? You can walk on your street and lose weight. Most of the time why people join the gym is to lose weight anyways, not to tone muscles. If you want to tone your muscles, you still do not really need to go to the gym. You can stay in your house, watch YouTube videos on how to tone your arms, on how to increase your butt, on how to make your waist smaller. There are YouTube videos that teach you those things. So sometimes going to the gym is a way, going to the gym and paying for gym membership will not help you save money, especially if you don't follow through with the full commitment. Walk down your street. When I was pregnant, I was a size 16. But right now, I'm a size 10 because I walked and walked and walked off the weight. Even though I'm adding a bit of weight now, but I walked off most of my weight and I didn't have to go to the gym. So you can actually lose weight without going to the gym. I have a video, it will be here or here, on how I lost weight without going to the gym. So that's one way you can save money, because I find a lot of people are, going to the gym and spending so much money, yet they're not following through and they're not reaping the benefits. So what are you doing? So these are my tips, or practical tips, for saving money that I've been doing for a while, and it's actually working for me because I'm trying to hit my target savings at the end of the year. I hope you are too. Make sure you save money, because savings will help your life. If you have any tips for saving money, please put them below. Let's help each other out. And don't forget to click the like button on this video. It really, really does my video a lot of good. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Subscribe. If you watch this long, you should definitely subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.